took a pill, so I just lost my mental. Slide up in that lamb, they know this not a rental. I know you don't like me, but I know you're still. Diamonds on my feet, ayy, Christian Louboutins, ayy. Japanese, yeah, always on her knees. Whoa, pull up in that lamb, yeah, 205 top speed, yeah, pull up the Hellcat, yeah, 6A SRT, yeah, you cannot see me, yeah. Camel all on me.
Rapping was, but I called my son. He sent me some videos, and it is alarming.
At one time, the Bronx was a thriving community. That started to change.
Where y'all niggas at, bro? Where y'all Lori Law niggas at? Y'all niggas pissing on my son, Goon War, nigga. Y'all niggas is fucking.
You did somebody who died. His name was Rara.
Yeah. Before he died, 2 days before he died, he said, I'm gonna kill you when I see you. Look how that worked.
These individuals want to get credit.
My fault, that wasn't funny. It's my fault. This is not my politics, by the way. This is not my politics. This got nothing to do with me. Do I bang? No, the fuck I do not, because if I did, I would not be on this bitch for real. On God, and that's a fact.
For the harm that they're doing.
The gangs are accused of operating out of public housing and often stalk their enemies in broad daylight.
Why y'all running out dirty? Why you running?
Whoa.
Why y'all running?
We are allowing music, displaying of guns.
By the way, this is all allegedly. Allegedly. Actually, I can't even cover for these niggas because these niggas just be setting themselves up in broad day. Never mind. I take that back. It's up for all you niggas. You guys are all going to jail. I can care less.
Trying to stay on these sites.
Alright, what is up everybody? We gonna talk about New York drill. Probably one of the wildest scenes in rap, period. 7 years ago, there was a huge explosion with Brooklyn drill. Then the feds started doing gang sweeps, taking everybody down one by one. It got so crazy, you got shootings happening in Times Square involving established rappers.
This week's gunfire in Times Square, police have made an arrest. 20-year-old Kumina Elijah of Brooklyn.
Since 2017, the NYPD has used facial recognition technology, or FRT, in 22,000 cases. Because there's so many cameras in New York, the internet gets their hands on the footage of their favorite rappers involved in shootouts and moving traffic, stabbings, beatings near delis. I mean, some of the songs that were going viral. Every other line was someone smoking on someone's dead ops. Crews would boast about those same crimes and put them in music videos like they were Easter eggs. You had the city's mayor, Eric Adams, coming out in a press conference wanting to ban drill music, even expanding and investing into different departments that tracks everybody's pages online.
Much of that work is done here at the NYPD's Real-Time Crime Center.
They're bragging about what they're doing. Social media has proven to be an invaluable tool.
A few years ago, the Bronx took over. Maybe one of the sickest boroughs in the city.
The society in the Bronx is horrible.
Rappers from the Bronx to stop using the music to encourage shootings.
I remember in the 90s, kids were throwing fridges off the roofs of the River Park Tower projects in the Bronx. And now the kids from RPT are getting indicted by the dozens on federal racketeering and gang conspiracy charges.
Niggas don't care about me, my heart. Like, my heart only been like 3 months. Like, niggas really forgot about me already. Like,
with the government trying to pin them for everything from murder all the way to animal cruelty. Talking about one of the most infamous drill voices in the scene.
Yeah, I heard someone shot a pigeon over there. I ain't gonna cap. I ain't heard. Bro, I saw a video of one of them niggas shooting a pigeon.
D-Thang, who was talking shit to a pigeon on an Instagram live stream
with
his boys, then shooting it dead for 100 viewers.
Your little man's right here. Dog, wait. We about to drill him. You gonna pick him up? I can't look.
See, everything in New York was getting done for clout, followers, and numbers. With shootings spiking from 200 all the way to 500 last year. It's all young kids, aged 13 and 15, maneuvering the back alleys and the looping hills in the Bronx, using scooters to carry out hits in broad day.
This gang conducted wolf pack-like searches throughout the investigation.
Now, we're getting into all this, but first, check out my song of the day. This is my guy Millie's. Let's go.
I'm trying to send someone to urgent before they make me a patient. With the stroller in a hospital hallway.
Whoa, buddy. What the fuck? What the fuck? Hold on. Wait a minute. You're not finna just do that to me. What the hell? Turn that shit off.
Games for Halloween, and it's not to go trick-or-treating. For the last 2 summers, Bronx...
Oh, actually, hold on. Those masks are kind of cold, though. Oh, no, that's from Squid Games. Never mind. I think that one is too, but I fuck with this one a lot more.
It's Squid Games for Halloween, and it's not to go trick-or-treating. For the last 2 summers, Bronx drill was everywhere. On TikTok, radio stations, you got 3 to 4 sets of different cousins, blood-related, all established rappers, beefing with each other because of block politics.
That's my cousin.
No, both of them are your cousins. Everybody's like, wait, hold up. They cousins, they're going at it, but he's cousins.
Can't wait to see Auntie now. Huh.
Because y'all are family, technically, could you ever see all of y'all reconciling?
Nah, I don't think so.
Wow.
The music in the Bronx is super high energy, sometimes too high. Like
Damn.
these kids got ADD or something. The Bronx has the biggest dropout rate in all of New York, and it's becoming a problem. You got kids going to school in rival territories, with different campuses getting metal detectors.
Yo, I feel like New York is the new Chicago. Hot take. I feel like Queens is it's a dangerous place too. I ain't gonna cap. Every borough is a dangerous place. I ain't gonna cap. But I ain't gonna cap. I feel like compared to the other boroughs, Queens is the safest. Not the safest, it's also dangerous. You see what I'm saying? It's the safest, but compared to other boroughs, it's dangerous too.
In them to squash gang shootings.
Jelly! OIK, you heard?
What? This, of course,
nigga, is that Shy K?
This is the rapper Shy K, with 100 million views on YouTube in 2 years.
He's doing his shit too, I ain't gonna lie. He's doing his shit. He's looking like the face of the Bronx. I ain't gonna cap. He's doing his shit.
Of rapping, coming out of the Cortlandt projects in the South Bronx, aka home of extortion. In 2009, the Cortlandt homes was subject to a police sweeping called Operation Bad Apple, which took down 52 people for racketeering and gang conspiracy.
Damn.
NYPD even went on to build a police building right across the street from the projects called PSA 7, even though a precinct and a Bronx borough court are literally a few blocks away. Cortland's home to popular rappers like B-Love and Shaike. Shah, who's known for having a deep-ass voice that doesn't really match his face, went to the rival school in
No, he doesn't have a deep-ass voice. The nigga just screams. The nigga just screams all the fucking time, and he's not even the only one.
He was making posts talking about YG Killer, even hopping on Instagram lives at 12 years old saying directly to a YG kid named Wu Lottie that he was gonna spare him.
What's up, Via Wu Lottie? Yo, he said what's up, Via Wu Lottie? I know. I'm not gonna jump you, I'm gonna jump Nooks.
5 years later, Wu Lottie would get murdered. See, the Young Gunners, or the YGs, is an infamous Bronx-made gang which started in 2003 in the Ma Haven houses and the Patterson houses.
I ain't gonna lie, these niggas is bold though. These niggas is, I ain't gonna say nothing, not my politics.
Just 10 minutes away from Cortlandt, 2 detention centers in the Bronx, Horizons and Crossroads, are breeding grounds for gang recruitment. And the YGs were formed to combat the overwhelming numbers of Bloods in adult jails like Rikers Island. Now, one from the Cortlandt projects hold Noah's name in high regard. B-Love, whose hit song, If You Know You Know, got 16 million views when it was released 2 years ago. He actually confronted the brother of a YG's member that killed Noah outside in front of the Metro Court as this guy was waiting to be tried for a different murder of another Cortlandt youth named Yellow.
Come across the street. I can't even score with it. God, flop you, throw that up one more time. What the fuck you talking about?
Oh shit.
What you talking about, pussy? Come across the street.
The Bronx is so crazy. Dudes will get active in the courts, outside the courts, in front of police. They don't care.
That's facts. They don't.
Come here, Shah. I'm coming to court tonight.
Now, Noah's death is brought up in dozens of drill songs, all to disrespect him and the Cortlandt projects. Notorious YG rapper D-Thang out of the River Park Towers, a YG stronghold in the West Bronx, made the song Wedgie Man This, Wedgie Man That. In it, D-Thang has a cold-blooded line talking about the beating of Noah.
Just once I we spin like a fidget. If we catch a hop, be going like that midget. So Jelly fall back, I'ma clip him.
That song is riddled with disses. The title itself sounds funny. Wedgie Man This, Wedgie Man That. It's a direct shot at Shy EK, the rapper from Cortlandt, who was caught on camera getting a wedgie.
Drag him! Yo!
Do you like my new song?
Wedgie Man This, Wedgie Man That.
Now, D-Thang's home, RPT, the River Park Towers, alias the Death Towers, encompasses 2 44-floor buildings and 2 38-story buildings.
Not my politics, by the way.
Standing over the Harlem River. 8 years ago, the feds took down 20 of their top guys, wiping out the leaders, hiring security guards, and installing cameras to stop people from dealing drugs right outside. Then, the kids took over.
One way in, one way out. So like this my brother for life, forever.
They continued drug dealing, robbing, The feds were actually finding illegal weapons in the music videos, then tying them to shootings.
You got shot, is that true?
Yeah, we know. Word of my mother, we know.
New York has always had very strict gun laws. People wanted to know how these kids were getting their hands on weapons. Ghost guns, these untraceable firearms made from parts you could purchase online. It's been wreaking havoc in the city.
If you're a child, if you're a convicted felon, you can go online and purchase these parts, get the parts, construct a firearm.
Serial numbers, untraceable, no background check, nothing. That is a problem.
The whole of 2021 was crazy. As the feds were tuning into Instagram lives, you could see stuff like rapper D-Thang with his own cousin, K-Flock, flashing out on each other for a live audience.
Yeah, Muddy, don't do that, Muddy. Don't do that, Muddy.
If I see Stunner, you know I'ma whack him. Fuck that. No, I'ma cut you. Show my energy last time I saw you, Stunner.
K-Flock is literally D-Thang's blood cousin, coming from the famous Little Italy part of Central Bronx, near the 48th precinct. K-Flock's own mom pretended in an interview not even to know who D-Thang was.
Him and D-Thang are cousins.
I don't even know who that thing is. I'm the mom and I'm confirming it. That's nowhere near related to me at all.
His gang DOA, or Dead on Arrival, is an allegiance of 5 blocks, all of which are surrounded by YGs and Drillies, a vicious gang of bloods that also oppose K-Flock and his gang DOA.
Oh, Sa Flocka, come play. Come play today. You always playing on the internet. I want you to come play today.
Now, because the fans knew K-Flock as a crash-out specialist who would film his gang endeavors all for social media, this resulted in all his music getting more and more views.
Let me tell y'all what he did, bro. This nigga gonna call me to a mansion party full of hot. Ask KK.
Yo, I was there.
We was in there, but who was there?
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, scariness. I was volleying y'all.
You never did nothing to me, though. Really, never did nothing to me.
That kid he was talking shit to is Rajiz, a YG member from the 800 block, literally a 15-minute walk away from K-Flock's hood. Now just 2 weeks after they had that argument on live, this YG kid Rajiz would preview a track called Real Facts, where he was going after K-Flock.
Hey yo, kicking out less with the facts. Anytime that they throw out through backs, he blew you a K, you ain't smoking on Matt.
While this was going on, the feds were catching these same YG kids on surveillance cameras, carjacking Toyota Camrys, Mercedes Benzes, even robbing someone at gunpoint. A month later, on July 11th, those same YG goons were hunting in DOA territory, K-Flock's neighborhood. They only had to drive 6 minutes before stumbling upon a 13-year-old kid named J-Rip, who looked up to K-Flock with huge admiration. One kid hopped out of a black Honda Accord that had 3 orange racing stripes on its hood. The kid aimed his pistol, unloading into J-Rip, who stumbled into this cafe, Angels, bled out, and died in front of customers. The same cafe, Angels, where K-Flock and Shaike were hanging out on a live stream a few months ago, right across the street from K-Flock's apartment.
Word to the God.
Damn. Don't slide. Don't try to do like doing some stupid shit.
Word of J-Rip's murder got out quickly that day. The kid Rajiz, who was on live with Flock a few months prior, was now on social media mocking J-Rip's death. 7 hours later, Jay's friends went off to retaliate. They found Rajiz in a private Uber. On the phone, 2 shooters on a scooter pulled up next to him, opened fire through the window, hitting him in the head and torso, killing Ra instantly. And all this happened in Mount Hope, a mile out from J-Rip's murder scene earlier that day. Ra's family learned about his death from a friend who was on the phone with him at the moment he was killed. Revenge does not heal losing loved ones, but Flock's fame was exponentially growing. He got an offer for his very first show, upstate in Poughkeepsie, 2 hours out of New York City, where locals targeted him right away, still out, and shot him dead. The rapper in the city with the most buzz
I saw the video.
caught on surveillance.
And that's how he said he can up it in fashion or some shit like that, yeah.
Surveillance video, wearing designer clothing from head to toe.
I got you, that bet.
Shooting a rival, and the shoes he's wearing in surveillance video that day are the FaceTime to talk directly to his rivals, brandishing his gun. And he was filming at the exact same stoops where Ida Baby, the rapper from Harlem, had filmed a music video 1 year prior called Ready for War. Slowly, one by one, the Bronx was following the Brooklyn scene, with all their rappers getting wiped out by police indictments. 5 months later, the Drillies would get taken down in a massive RICO case, booking 20 people for murder, conspiracy, racketeering, and gang activity.
Damn!
Not even a month later, D-Thang, along with 22...
They need to discover new music genre, man. I know, right? Like, I mean, okay, we can't say that for all, because there's only one person I know that's from Queens, and that's from, from New York, and that's in Queens, and that's Cochise. And Cochise, Cochise is hard. I ain't gonna cap. But I hope he does switch it up too, because I ain't gonna.
Okay, bye.